to you. I lied awake all those endless nights, just waiting for you to come and hold me tight. But if you decide that you wanna go, there's just one thing I gotta know. Try to, baby, if you can find love, 'cause I wanna give some to you.
Hey everybody.
I wanna give it to you.
Welcome you to Rhythm for Radio Live Stream right here on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Spreaker. I know you haven't seen me in a long time, but true enough, I've been quite busy. I'm doing my thing with the seniors now, and I want to invite everyone to go to Facebook and follow the page, The Golden Senior Saturday. It's where a page where we make seniors feel like they are important because they are. Seniors are walking history. They walk and talk the history every day. And when you get to be a golden senior, you know that you are special. But tonight, it's not about the golden seniors. Tonight, it's about an exclusive cast that have they've gotten together and they've decided to make a movie. And tonight, we get a chance to get an exclusive interview with the cast of Phoenix Rising. This movie, I think the premiere is Saturday, March 15th, 2025, at the Harper Theater over in Hyde Park. That address is 5238 South Harper. So put that on your calendar. And without further ado, I'm going to start to bring the cast in. I'm going to have them all in the screen at one time because I don't have a lot of questions, but I have important questions. So let me just bring everybody in. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're all in here. How about that?
Hi, everybody.
Hey everyone.
Everybody can hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So tonight we're going to learn something about, I hope I pronounced that right. Is it Phoenix Rising?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So who's going to be the spokesperson? I got questions for everybody, but there's got to be, listen, there's got to be one expert in every group.
I'll be the spokesperson.
Okay. Okay. So what you're going to do is say your name. And then what you're going to do is just give us just a little bit about the movie, just enough so that I can form my questions. Okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Phoenix Rising. It has multi meanings, and so let me go ahead and just jump right in. Like Pastor Hannah says, we out here now. So let me go ahead and and go ahead and get it. So Phoenix, the two main characters is Felix and also his wife Nicole. So just like Bradgelina and Benifer, so it's a combination of both of their names, Felix and Nicole, Phoenix. Okay, that's one meaning. And then the second is the legendary mythical myth of the phoenix and how the phoenix dies and has all these obstacles and then is reborn and regenerated and takes life and takes flight. So the movie is about a couple. And let's see, I don't want to give too much away, but it's about a couple that goes through a lot of challenges and they have a lot of trauma and they they find out about themselves and they find out their resilience and they deal with the challenges of life. I like to say when life collides with love.
Mm.
Yes. So
Maybe.
So it's a drama, and some parts are tear jerkers, and gonna be mad at some people, and rooting for some people, and so I always like to root for the underdog.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so can I ask you, who's the main character? That's, who's playing the main character in the movie? Or the
That
main two characters in the movie?
I guess that would be me. My character is
Mhm.
Nicole
Okay.
of
Yeah.
of Phoenix, the Knicks. So yes, she goes through a lot in a short amount of time,
Okay,
and
so
my husband is here, and he's played by Harold Dennis.
okay, all right. So let me ask you this. So you kind of giving us a little about the movie, and you said it. I guess the couple goes through a lot of changes.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know what kind of actor you are, but I was just wondering what would draw you to this type of movie.
Well,
Mm.
I wore a lot of hats in this movie, Katie. So I wrote the movie, and I produced it, and I directed it, and Miss Respect, Aretha Tatum, she directed one of the scenes as well, and so it's my directorial debut, my
Okay.
writing debut, and it was so hard, but it was so much fun doing it and filming it. And Harold was also my acting coach, and so when I have
Okay.
really hard scenes, I actually pulled him to help me for a scene that I had in Aretha's series season. So I'm also a lead character in one of the leads in season. So I asked Harold to coach me for my some of the hard performances there. And so then I was thinking about it, and I was like, he would be perfect for this part.
Mhm.
And so I
Mhm.
asked him, and he said yes.
Okay, now you said you wrote the movie,
Yes, I did.
you produced the movie, and you're acting in the movie.
Yes.
Okay, because you wrote the movie and you produced it. Well, I'll say because you wrote the movie. Is because you wrote it? Is that what caused you to be drawn to it, to want to play this part?
Mhm.
It does. I mean, and um I just also wanted to I'm really drawn to projects like Aretha's, where life doesn't stop after a certain age, and we go through a lot of things, and we go through a lot of finding ourselves. A lot of people never find themselves, but if you're blessed and you're fortunate, you allow all these things that you go through to shape you, and to make your time here on God's green earth to mean something, and to become
Mhm.
a better person. And so that was one of the motivating factors. I find myself drawn to those things, where people in their 40s and 50s and 60s and beyond, they are interesting, they are alive, they are lovable, they are sexy, they have a lot of things that go on with their lives. And
Mhm.
I was telling somebody who was like, well, I don't know if I could model and everything like that because I'm so old. And I'm like, girl, please, you have to find your audience. Your audience may not be 18-year-olds, and I for one, that doesn't draw my eye. If I'm selling, if, for what draws my eye is people that look like me, and
Yeah.
people that or people that I can learn from everyone. But as far
Mhm.
as what draws me are strong characters that that are around my age. So find your audience, whatever you do, and I don't know if that's if that's part of later, if you're going to be asking for advice, just find your audience, because everyone has an audience.
Mm.
Okay, Earl, I want to ask you the same question. What drew you to this film and your character?
Taranya drew me to it. She said she had a project for me, and it always gets me excited when someone says they have something for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's always, yeah. And so when I saw it, I was like, yeah, let's do this. This is different character for me. And I mean, I am familiar with the character, but it was different for me to play. And so we spent the time, we were online here, just running lines, just doing exercises, playing with the characters, and out we produced this film. I mean, she produced it. Out we produced these performances, and so I haven't seen the film yet, but I know what we did, so I'm kind of excited to see it finally Saturday.
Okay,
Yeah.
Stephanie May. I know you
Yes,
have a part in
ma'am.
the film. So can you tell me what drew you to the movie? I mean, some people say, "Oh, when I read the script, honey, I knew it was for me." Yeah. Is there
Tarania,
something
just
about
like
the
Carol.
character that you
Yeah.
play that you find maybe some of yourself in that character, or somebody that you knew at one time, and you like, oh, I used to know her. Let me play her part. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me what made you want to play. What is your character in the movie?
So I am Christy in the movie. I am Nicole's best friend.
Okay.
And like Harold, it's because of Tarania that I'm doing the movie. She said, I have a part that's just for you. And when I tell you Christy is me, I am Christy, almost synonymous in how she responds to crises, life changes, friend need, all of those things. Um, that's exactly how I am as a person innately in my own personal life. So it was a perfect segue, and it was not a lot of effort. I don't feel like for myself to play this character. Yeah, I'd be coming the same way Christy is. I'd be the same way in real life when it comes to my family and my friends.
Okay. Aretha,
Feeling.
I have to ask you the same question, but I know I kind of know what probably drew you to to directing a scene because there are certain types of movies or plays and stuff that I know I've noticed from kind of following you that you truly get involved with. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna still ask you the same question. What drew you to this film?
Um, it's the same with the other three initially because it's Irania, but I love a film, a movie with a message.
Yeah.
A movie that makes you think and consider what would I do if I were in that situation, and that's what this story does. And as usual, of course, I love all of my season family, and I'm so excited to see each one of them do their own projects. And so with Tarania and her debut film, I said, of course, I can help behind the scenes. And I know what I know. And what I don't know, I don't know, but I'm always willing to share what I do know and help out on the project because it is, especially your first one, it's a lot of moving pieces to bring it all together. And I'm happy to have been a part of it. And again, the message, the storyline with a seasoned group of
Amazing.
characters and the situation that they're dealing with. It is one of those that make you think, what would you do? And certain people I'm not too happy with in the film because of what they did, but you have to come to the premiere and find out exactly how it plays out.
I heard that. Okay, let me move on and um I want to know because I know very little, really, I know very little about the film. So really, I'm
Right.
trying to dig in and try to find out what I can.
Hmm.
How does this film? Because you all know that you are all seasoned by Aretha Tatum in
Hmm.
your life that nobody will never forget. How does this film stand out from other films that you've done?
Mm. Oh, may I raise my hand in
Go ahead.
class?
Go ahead.
How I feel
Wait,
just
wait,
this
excuse me.
part, yes,
Stephanie
ma'am.
May, why don't you really introduce yourself and tell the audience just a little bit about you?
Okay, so my name is Stephanie May. I'm an actor. I love acting because I'm able to express myself in a diverse amount of ways. I'm able to convey messages that I otherwise in everyday life wouldn't be able to. I love having the ability to impart something into people that I otherwise may not be able to, and them be able to receive it because they see it being acted out. So it's more palatable as than having a conversation. So that's why I'm very beholden to my craft as an actor. And that's what drew me to acting. But with regards to this role and this picture in particular, um, because of the storyline, and I won't give it away because I want you guys to come to the premiere and to support it.
Okay.
There's just certain things that you would not expect that you would have to deal with the components as they are. So if you're looking at the chessboard and you see these chess pieces on the board and you're like, how are we dealing with this situation with these particular chess pieces on this board? How do we get here? How did we get here? How does that work? And in real life, you'd be asking the same thing. How do we get here in this situation with these particular pieces, with all these pieces in play? This makes no sense. This should be a non-conversation, a non-situation, a non-having, you wouldn't have to deal with these things. And so it brings to a person's mind their thoughts of, like Miss Aretha said, what would I do in this situation? Because this is a situation that this doesn't even make sense. Like a non-conversation, one would think. But what would you do if it were you? So.
Okay, so that's kind of what made you want to take on your role. Okay. What about
Mhm.
you? What about you, Harold? How does this differ? And I know you've done a whole lot of films, but how is this one different from the last one you've done?
Every film is different. You know, the
Mhm.
people are different, the actors, the director. Every film is different.
Mm,
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm working with Taranya, and so that was someone that I know, so it was easy, and I listened to her and she listened to me, and so we were communicating, and sometimes you don't get that, a lot of times you don't get that, and so it made things smooth. And I had the chance to work with one of my noops, Mel Robeson. I think this was the first time we ever worked together, which was real cool. He's been out here for years doing his projects, and it was just easy. That's how I
Yeah.
would say it was different. I mean, maybe not so much on the back end with production and all of that stuff, but as the actor, I like, okay, everything pre-production is already set. All I have to do is step in and know my lines and deliver, and then I can go home.
Yes.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
the people made it palatable and easy. That's how it's different. All
I
films
agree
aren't
with
like
that.
this.
Mhm.
I agree with that. She did very well with her casting and the chemistry of the characters and how they commingled.
okay.
Excellent job, Tarania.
Okay. Um,
Craft services were delicious as well.
Thank you, Harold.
Very
Oh,
Yeah.
important.
yes, it is. That's extremely important. Yes, it is.
okay. Can I ask you this? What message or theme do you hope that the audience take away from the movie after they watch it? Is there
Mm,
something special that they should get?
Well, um, I guess I'll answer that. Life and love is not. It's messy, but it's worth it. And as Phoenix rising is also a part of the message that even when you fall down you will rise. Even when life throws all of these curveballs at you, you will rise. And
mhm.
I'm a believer, and the word says if we suffer with him, we'll reign with him. And so, a lot of times, suffering brings forth good things, and also all the things that we go through our life. the Lord has a way of orchestrating it and bringing the good out of it. And so that's one thing that I just want people to walk away from, that no matter what happens, you will get through it. And, my character is it takes her all these years and this trauma in order for her to um, really drop her facade and really get to know herself and really get to grow up. Finally, she's middle aged, but she finally gets to really not live for other people but to live for herself and find
Oh,
herself.
okay.
So it's self discovery, it's
Mhm.
rising through the traumas of life and triumphing, and it's just like the phoenix, it's just rising beyond, rising out of the ashes of life.
Okay, so um, I'm not. Well, I'm going to say so. This is a movie with a message, but it has should I say a life message, a
Yes.
spiritual message.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Can
It
can I
has
say that?
Yes, it has a lot of it has definitely has a lot of messages. I mean, it's like
Okay.
it's not necessarily a gospel film, though there are a lot of gospel elements. And actually, Katie, it's a short film, but it's going to be adapted into a series. So a lot of it, what's going on now, is introducing a lot of these characters to the world, and then going through the progression of how they deal with the challenges in their life. So it's not just me and Felix, it's Christy and it's her guy, and so some of the things that they're going to go through, and so it's a lot of things that everybody goes through. You don't stop going through things when you get into your 40s or your 50s or your 60s.
Yeah,
You go through a lot of the same things, because if
yeah.
we don't learn those lessons, we keep repeating them over and over and over again.
Okay. Uh, what's the one lesson you learned from working on this film? You know, I don't care what you work on, who you meet, you're supposed to get something out of it. If you don't, then that's not good time. That's not time well spent. So, what lesson did you learn from working on this movie? Is there something that you can apply in your life today? Just from, I mean, see, I've already got it in my head that the film has a message and the audience has too. So since we know that, uh, since we know that part, I want to know after you we'll start with you, Toria. After you wrote the film and you got everything together and got ready to produce it, what lesson did you learn when you
Uh, well,
yeah.
let's slow that down, break it down, and get into that after you write the film. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna do this, and it's just gonna be so easy, and it's just gonna be easy breezy. And nope, stop. No, what I learned was resiliency. I learned through a lot of patience, a lot of that you can do big things, you can do great things, but to just trust and believe, and just to have faith and know that the Lord will bring you through. And just that what do they say? You can eat a whole entire elephant, but you just got to do it one bite at a time. Oh
Okay.
my God.
Who's next one to answer the same question? What lesson did you learn?
I would say just trusting the process, you know, um, because again, in anything you do in life and anything worth having is going to be some work attached to it. And so just trusting the process and trusting, for me, because I'm a woman of faith, trusting God and what his promises are, those things that you pray about and you've already asked him for, trusting that he's going to bring those things to fruition for you. So am I doing this film and trusting my producer, my writer, my director,
Mhm.
trusting that God is working through them for the greater good of the project. So I just say just trusting the process and trusting God through it.
Okay. Harold.
Well, I think just trusting the process is the ultimate lesson. I mean, we did this film a while back, and I just remember how comfortable I was
Yeah.
and trusting. So that's all I have. Just know that I'm in the hands of good people that know what they're doing, and to help make me look good, right? Make the film look good. That's the most important thing. And so trust is is always a lesson.
Yeah.
So that's what you after working on this film. That's what you took away. Did you learn to trust more? Or that what you-
Uh, no, I learned that lesson years ago, but working on this film, trusting the process is always
okay,
the
trusting the
lesson. Just
okay,
get to
Mhm.
give in. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything? I got plenty of questions, but is there anything that well, the next question I think you've already answered it because you did say that this would be a sequel. Didn't you?
Yes, a series.
A
Yes.
series. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, okay. So when you're shooting a film, everybody has. I mean, I don't know anything about shooting a film, but I'm going
And
to. I'm going to
Katie, we were in.
assume. Be quiet, Harold. Don't tell a secret. I don't know Harold. This is the first time I ever met him. Okay. Okay. In shooting in shooting the film, I mean I'm quite sure there are takeouts. Some stuff that I mean you mess up.
Hmm.
So in shooting the film, I don't know how many characters are actually in the film. I have no knowledge. I'm just talking off my head.
Hmm.
Who had the most takeout?
Hmm. It wasn't a ton. It wasn't a ton of
Outtake.
takes and bloopers
Yeah.
and everything like that. I couldn't ask for a better cast. Everybody came prepared and they came ready to work. And I love that we work together on seasoned, and so a lot of us we know each other, and so we trust each other. And that's actually how I met Stephanie. So we were opposite each other, and we were put together on seasoned on a scene, and the rapport was so nice and so great that I thought 90 it's up in the 90 percentile, like, of all the characters are handpicked. It's like I'll see somebody, or it'll just drop in my spirit and everything like that. Oh, they would be good for this part, or they would be good for that part. And then I ask them, and then they're available, and they say yes. So that yes is real good. We like those yeses. So, but I had such a good rapport with Stephanie, and if I could just talk about the characters for a moment, she is such a natural. It's like you see those little things that she does, and she doesn't realize that it's just that it makes part of the character, and it's so genuine. That's the word that I'm looking for. She's extremely genuine, and I like that. And she is exactly like her character.
So
and Ha-
this
and
movie is
Harold.
going to be is that this Saturday?
Yes,
Okay,
it's this Saturday at the
this
Harper
Saturday.
Theater from
Mm.
3 to 5.
So what can everybody expect when they get there? This is a premiere.
It's a premiere, so I mean, we should just expect going to the movies, going to the theater, and just and see. and
Mm.
and supporting your girl, which I love everybody who is supporting me. Thank you so much, Katie, for doing this, and just letting someone out of that box. Not that I need permission, to because I'm gonna do it anyway, but just participating and sharing this experience to watch someone grow into another another part, a part of their assignment or a part of their development. And I like that because a lot of people just want to see you for what they think of you.
Okay, Aretha, I want to ask you, what are you working on too?
Season. uh, and
Yes.
in between seasoned, as I said, I love to. It's an honor to serve. So I worked with a little bit with Tarania, with Phoenix Rising. By the way, I saw she made a comment. It's hosted, the premiere hosted by lovely
Yes.
Eve Gomez.
Yes.
Woohoo! Thank you, Eve. So
Yay!
she's showing up to show out on Saturday to host the premiere. So that I've been directing some music videos. So a lot of the cast are branching out, and I love it, doing their own thing. So I did Sylvia Fedrick's music video that it was a Christmas music video. So we worked on that in the fall, and that was released. And we have some new music. In the original season short film, I wrote a song called Don't Count Me Out. So I remixed it, and the musicians are adding the music, and we're going to do a big smaller seasoned music video featuring the cast of Season, because I love just shining light on seasoned people, and as you call them, the golden people. So we're
Harmony.
special. We're special, so don't count us out. So oftentimes, if I'm not working on my main thing, which is Season, I'm helping somebody else fulfill their dreams and encouraging them, because sometimes you can get, a little discouraged when things don't happen exactly how you thought it was going to happen. And you have to learn the word grace. His
Mhm.
grace is
Mhm.
sufficient, and give
Yeah.
yourself some grace, because
Yes.
plan A may not work, and some people say there's no plan B, but you got to learn how to pivot when you need to, because it's got to get done. So whatever you have to do, if you have to step back to step forward, do that and get it done. So yeah, I love being in this space, helping other people and watching them shine. So shine on, Tarania.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Harold, what are you working on? What have you been working on besides Phoenix Rising?
I've been working on my online Zoom acting classes for the last since the pandemic. I took a year off after I got to that first 100, but for the last
Sure
couple
did.
years,
Sure
I've been
did.
doing them weekly, and so that's what I've been focusing on, helping other actors learn how to make your audience feel something. And beyond that, people are always saying, I have something coming up, a role. And so I've been sitting around waiting and waiting and waiting for these different projects that I've been waiting on, hoping that I'm not going to have any conflict, since the spring is coming and everybody wants to shoot in the spring. That always seems to be something I'm praying that doesn't happen, conflict. Let's fit it in. And a couple another guy that used to go to Columbia. He's in the process of creating a AI movie. He's been over in Africa for the last year, and I'm going to executive produce on that feature film. And he's hopefully he'll be finished with it by July. And just other projects. Screenwriters are writing. A young lady in Atlanta is writing another feature, and I've been reading over that. Like, I was reading that before I jumped on on, and I'll finish the 44 pages when I get off here, and just giving her feedback from my perspective as someone who read story by Robert McKee over the years and listened. So turning scenes and those types of things, not necessarily screenwriting, and just other things that pop up. Yeah.
Okay, now this is what I want you to do. So I want each one of you, since you're all actors, I want you to give it your best shot. I want you to promote this. I want you to promote this film like it has never been promoted before. Tell me, say it. Tell me how you're gonna get the public to get up off of their behinds and come to High Park Theater Saturday. That's May 15th. I mean March 15th, right?
March
At,
15th.
at
Yes.
what time? 2:30, 2 o'clock? What time is it?
3 o'clock, 3 to 5.
So
Yes.
I want you to throw that pitch out here. There are four people on the screen beside me. I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna sit back and drink my coffee. And I want to see you throw that pitch to make you come on out there and have fun.
Okay. Let me start. Okay. If you've ever been in love and it didn't work, if you've ever been knocked down and you didn't know how you're going to get up, if you've ever had the rug pulled up underneath you, then this is for you. If you've ever lived your life and you don't understand why it doesn't go as planned, if you're addicted to pleasing people, and if you ever find yourself not pleasing yourself and pleasing everybody else, then this is for you. If you love rooting for the underdog, this is for you. If you love love, this might not be the fuzzies for you, but it's real. So come and join us and come and experience Phoenix Rising with us.
That was good.
We are
Thank
the
you.
world.
Thank you.
We are the children.
Hey.
We are the ones to make a better life. So let's start giving. Hey,
Come
hey,
on, Harold.
listen. I've been out here.
Oh,
That was so warm. I
oh my
mean,
goodness.
geez. If you didn't feel that, I mean, come on now. Hey,
Oh my goodness.
listen.
Katie, I picked
I've
the
been
right
out
people
here for
as
28
you see.
years. 28 years, and I've never heard a pitch that compelling.
Katie, I picked
Now
the
let
right
me
people as
try
you
my
see.
best.
Yeah.
Let me pull this out my somewhere.
It's like, let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Okay, okay. You feel that? Ooh wee. I
Ooh.
mean, I've been out here for 28 years and acted in over a couple hundred films. And if you want to meet me at the premiere. I mean, we're going to take some pictures. If you want to take a picture with me,
I want
bring
to
your butt down to the Harper Theater. Okay,
Harold, can I
Saturday.
take a picture with you? No.
you gonna let
Oh,
me take a
absolutely.
picture with you, sir?
Absolutely. I'm so excited to take a picture with you, Teron.
Thank
If
you.
you want
Thank
to take a
you.
picture with Harold Dennis, the Harold Dennis, you be there at Harper Theater Saturday. 'Cause I'm going to be there and I'm going to wear a suit. No, maybe
Ooh.
a jacket, sports jacket. Sports jacket. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable and intimidated being in my presence.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Harold, are you going to bring sexy back?
Yes. I,
Thank you.
you know what?
Okay.
Let me put on my sexy. I'm going to put on sexy right now.
Oh,
Okay, next.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Stephanie Mae, did you give me your did you
No, ma'am.
oh well
But
I'm waiting. I'm
but
waiting.
love, loss, redemption, care, concern, commitment, protection. If any of those mean anything to you, if you feel anything when you hear those words, Saturday, March the 15th, 3 to 5 p.m., Harper Theater in Hyde Park, Illinois. Be there. Red carpet for Phoenix Rising. You will be transfixed. You will be changed. You will be encouraged. You will be brought up. You will be raised up. You will leave with a smile on your face. You will be encouraged. Your life will be forever changed. Be there, see this film, and be forever changed for the better.
All
Boom.
right. All right.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay, Miss Aretha Tatum.
All right. Well, Tarania gave you the heart of the film.
Yeah.
Harold is just Harold. I mean, if you want to see Harold, you're gonna come to the premiere. And then Stephanie, but let me speak from a producer's um, side of it. If you are someone who's interested in the industry, interested in acting, interested in doing your own film, you need to be where the people who are doing it are. Show up. That's how I started, by showing up at
Yes.
film premieres, showing
Yes.
up at film festivals. This is what you do. You invest in yourself, buy a
Yeah.
ticket, and show
Yeah.
up. You will get
Show
to
up.
meet a veteran like a Harold Dennis at this premiere. You will meet a singer, songwriter, producer, Tarania Rice at this premiere. You will meet
Yeah.
Stephanie May at this premiere. If you want to be in this industry, if you want to make connections in this industry, you better learn how to show up. And guess what? You can show up on March 15th at the Harper Theater and experience the film. Of course, that's an amazing thing to experience the film, but experience the people that are going to be there, because your next connection could be there. So while you sitting at home wondering, I wonder how I'm going to get in, you better show up.
Show up.
Is that it? That's
Show up.
it.
Show
I'm
up.
done.
Chills.
And let me
Y'all
say,
better put
Aretha,
some
that's what
respect
Aretha
on
did
her
for
name.
years. That's
Chills.
what Aretha did for years. For
I'm
years.
Come
telling
For
on,
you,
Miss
years.
Aretha.
Showed
yes.
up.
That's good.
I saw you every time at these screenings, at these
You
premieres.
did.
Aretha was always there. Always. I was like, hey, hey, hey. Then all of a sudden she's producing,
Doing
creating.
her
It
due. Paying
happens
her
just like
due.
that. And then you meet people. You meet, that's what I've been doing the whole time. This guy
Paying her
was like,
due.
Harold, you're everywhere. You know why? Because the people are everywhere. So I go out and meet different people, and I used to call myself a click buster because I'm always at their events, always showing up for years and years and years. Instead of trying to climb the ladder, I just spread out and built a huge foundation. Show up, show up,
Yeah,
show up.
Miss Aretha,
Yeah.
that was good stuff.
That was nice. Preach.
Yeah.
Preach.
Preach.
You know the
It's
preacher
true.
come straight on out, didn't you? What's in you will come out.
I want to say to you all, I just thank you all for having it in the daytime. Because I'm just going to admit it. I'm what you call a golden senior. And honey, I only do day parties. I used to, in the other life, honey, I used to do night parties. But as I got older and found myself, I
Whew, tell
started
me
to
about
do
it.
day parties. So I
Mhm.
really want to say I thank you so much for having this in the daytime while it's
Yes.
light outside and I can see it, I can drive. I
Yes.
can't I can't wait. Okay, I'll
Yes.
probably be there before the theater open. And listen, I hope anybody that is listening, you don't have anything on your plate on Saturday, and you need to fill your plate with joy, love, and happiness. And maybe
Yes.
you need to get a tiny bit of spiritual food so you can last the Sunday. I
Yes.
tell you, need to go to the Harper. You really need to go
Yes.
to the Harper Theater
Yeah.
over in High Park.
Yes.
You need to go and see this movie. You know
Yes.
why?
Absolutely.
Because I'm telling you, if you put some in, you will definitely get some out. All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Amen,
And the
Katie.
trailer's out here online now, right? The trailer's
Hey,
out, so
God.
you
Yes,
guys
it
can take a
is.
look at the trailer.
Yes, it
Get you
is.
some soul
Oh,
food.
you know what? Send me that trailer so I can. Post it to my page. Where can
I
I get
sure
it? Can I
will.
get it off of YouTube?
It is on YouTube.
Okay, I'll see if I can get it. If I
Yeah.
can't get it off of YouTube, I need the trailer. I don't need the link to the trailer. I need the
I'll
actual
I'll email you the actual trailer.
Okay, all right. Send me that
Yes.
trailer. Okay, is
Yeah.
there anything else
Good
that
stuff.
you all want to say or do? Because you
I
know what, honey, y'all know it's past my bedtime.
I know it's getting there for me
I'm
too.
just, girl, I'm
But
just kidding.
oh my goodness. Harold said something last week that I thought was so funny. With all of these hundreds of movies, I can't believe that, Harold, you've never been in a love story. Is it that
Right.
you never played a leading man, or that you've
1999,
never that you've never
seventy.
played that you've never played a love interest?
Well, I've had a couple sex scenes, but
Oh
not a love
gosh.
story.
But it was no love. So
Oh
that is
wow.
quite different. That's quite
I'll do
different
that.
now.
Oh goodness.
That's quite
Uh-oh,
different.
we
Yes.
lost the host.
Right.
The
You ran
whole
Katie.
song.
You ran Katie off.
Because that was too much.
I mean, hey, that was so hot. I didn't want nobody to see the
Oh my
That's
goodness.
No,
hilarious.
I don't remember any films where it was just me and the girl,
Mhm.
and so yeah, this is brand new to me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Mhm.
it's not really your fuzzy like happily ever after love story anyway. It's just, and that's how real life is, it's work, and it's not all good times. It's not all bad times either, but it's a balance, and you get out of it what you put into it.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
let me add that we did work because when you said that those slides, I had this monologue, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to have to work on all of this." And Katie, that takes me back to Ted Sarantos, right? Where he says, "Never let them catch you acting," you know. And so I was like, "We've got to work because if we've got this short window to get this done." And so we spent the time. So we got to know each other. I mean, me and Taranya met years ago and
Mhm.
bumped into each other over the years. But we really spent some time, going back and forth with this and talking it out and communicating just for this part. And you know who I'm talking about when I say Ted Sarantos, right, Katie?
Say what?
Ted Sarantos. He was my old acting coach. I studied with him for
Oh,
18
that's where
years.
I know you from. I knew you look familiar.
Acting class
There's a backstory there.
Oh
years
my
ago.
goodness. Well, it's like
Yeah, yeah.
I knew that character would have to have some chops, because he's got a lot of layers, and there's some scenes that you have to really be able to go
Dive
there.
into. Mm.
Yeah, you got to go there,
Mhm.
and he went there. Yes, he did.
How do you play? How do you play happy and mad at the same time, right, Katie? How
Yeah,
do you get the hug?
uh,
How, yeah.
I met Harold. I met Harold in acting school. I swear I met him years ago.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Nice.
years ago. Yeah. They helped me with. I used to do a little stand up comedy.
Mhm.
I practiced on him. I really did. Ted Sarantos allowed me to have my way. That was one reason that I loved going there, because he did. He allowed me to use the class and as my audience. And when I was gonna go and do a show, I would prepare my material. We just had
We all
we had
did.
real good time.
We, we all did. It was such a learning experience. That's why I stayed for 18 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm excited about Saturday. This is going to be great.
Well, listen,
This
I'm
interview
excited
is
for
going
all
to
of
be.
you guys tonight. I'm gonna be there Saturday because everybody know that if it ain't a day party, I just can't come.
Well, Katie, Katie, I do want to add the song that I sent you that you're playing,
Yes.
that is going to be released in 2 weeks, and that is off of the soundtrack, and it's called Try Me. And as the lyrics go, I don't know what I'm gonna do because the man I gave my heart to is saying we're through. But if you decide that you want to go, I just want to know. Just try me, baby. So it's about forgiveness, and it's about trying to get that love back that you lost. And it's it's we hope to take you there. We hope to take you on a trip, and you know we hope to bring you back home too.
Okay. Anybody got anything they want to say before we go off air?
And when I was
I know
listening
y'all
to
got
that
stuff you
song,
want to say. Huh?
when I was just listening to that song playing before we came on, it made me sad. I think the soundtrack is going to actually touch people too,
The
on
emotional.
a quiet subliminal message,
Okay.
in a subliminal way. Because I was listening to the pain in the voice in the music. I was like, wow, that's that's a great song. And then
It
you
is.
hit that Mariah Carey note.
Ah,
Oh,
Her whistle
who
tone
wrote the
rain.
soundtrack though for the movie?
That's
Yes.
all
um,
Tarania.
I
Huh?
was I sang it. Actually, this song I co-wrote it. So and I wrote some of it, and some of it is cover. So it's going, it's hitting on all levels. And so it was like, so of course my first project, I made it extra hard. So I made it like writing, soundtrack, and then filming. So I was like, why did I do that? And so, but you get so far that you can't turn around, and then God will just kick all of those things out so you can't turn it back around. You just gotta trust Him, and you just got forward march. And I'm so glad that I did. So glad,
Well,
and
I
I'm so
can
glad
Hey,
tell
that
that I can
Tarania,
surely tell that you've
Tarania.
been hanging around Aretha Tatum.
I was just ready to say, Aretha, Mr. Spectator was a godsend, and I would she mentored, she was consultant, executive produced, and she helped so much. And um, words can't even describe how amazing this woman is. And I love you, and thank you for being you.
But
Oh,
Tracy Kincaid once
Tarania,
said
can you
that
say something?
if you have any talent and you don't know that you have it, if you run into Aretha Tatum, you'll
Hmm.
find out just what you got.
She'll pull it out of you.
And I
That's
believe
right.
that. I believe
Can you
that.
say
go ahead,
something about the
Harold.
cinematographer? Can you
Say
say
Yes,
what?
something about the cinematographer?
yes, I can. Andre Blaze Rogers, and he is a cinematographer. I met him doing Seasoned. He is still the cinematographer slash editor actor in Seasoned, and he is amazing. And he is responsible for the great quality that you're going to see, that you currently
Okay.
see on Seasoned, and that you'll see um, within this short film.
Okay. So we're gonna see everybody Saturday at 3 o'clock.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay.
Show up.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
Yeah.
Give them that the name of the film, the time, the date, the address.
The name of the film is Phoenix Rising. The date is March 15th. That is this Saturday, and it's going to be shown from 3 to 5 p.m. And I would love to see you all there, and we're going to have so much fun.
There's
Come and
going to be
join.
question and answering with the cast, so it'll be interactive. So that's going to be something special that people are going to be able to enjoy, just to hear Tarania's heart for her project. Just so it resonates more with people. So that's a great opportunity for everyone that's going to be able to make it that on Saturday as well.
And we are signing autographs.
Oh,
Ah,
you are signing autographs. Okay.
I want your autograph, Harold.
can I have your autograph, Harold?
All right, listen. We're gonna say good night to everybody. I hope to see everybody. What's that? 52. What's that address?
5238, I believe, South
Okay.
Harper.
I hope to see all of my South Side friends, all my West Side friends, my
Yeah.
downtown friends, and my suburban friends. I hope to see you all over in Harper Court because I'm gonna be doing a day party. So
Hey.
you all need to come on over and check out Phoenix Rising. Listen, I haven't seen the movie. I don't know anything about the movie, but guess what? I just feel like it's gonna be all right. Everybody should come out.
Yeah.
Go out and support this movie. Okay?
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Katie. Thank you for
All
doing
right.
Thank
this
you,
and for
Katie.
having us on
Thank
your
you for your
show.
time.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna say, listen, I'm gonna say good night. And I will
Okay.
see you guys Saturday on the red. Is that carpet gonna be red?
It's gonna be red. Absolutely.
Heard that. I heard that. I was definitely there. I thank you all. Listen, everybody have a good night. Be safe out there. Please
Yes,
be safe
ma'am.
and watch
Yes,
your
ma'am.
surroundings. This is Katie Lowe from Rhythm Flow Radio live stream with the cast of Phoenix Rising. Okay, and their movie premiere Saturday, March 15th at 5238 Harper at the Harper's Theater. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. We're going to say good night, y'all.
Good night,
Good night.
y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
And everybody remember to be careful. You got to be
Yes.
careful.
Yes.
So
Yes,
much
ma'am.
crazy stuff. Bye-bye,
Yes.
y'all.